All right, hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. I want to start by saying, Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Hawashai, Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Hawashai, Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Hawashai, Kahalamla Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Kakodash, and also double honor to the apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders, grand mills on the whole world, and also shalom to sincere Akim pushing truth in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Kakodash. And I'm back again with a quick lesson. This lesson is going into the stock markets, and it's not going to be a long lesson. It's just going to be a quick one. Get a few precepts and play this video right here, and that's about it. Lord willing, the elders that usually do the algorithm, when it comes to the economy, World War III, Lord willing, they do a video on this right here. Just this right here, I'm just doing the report, all right, of the what's going on right now, man. Okay, as we in the last days of this managed rule, the so-called 1 minute rulership is coming to an end, and all signs are leading to that, man. So 2nd Ezra chapter 9 verse 1, he answered me then and said, measure out the time diligently in itself, and when thou see the signs pass which I've told thee before, right? So we measuring the time diligently right now, man. Okay. Now let me go there real quick, show you. All right, I'm gonna show you something, and it's a translation here. Let's go here. 2nd Ezra chapter 9 verse 1 in GMBC says, he answered, consider all these things very carefully. When you see that some of the signs I have told you about have appeared, you will know that the time has come when God the Most High will bring judgment on the world He has created. So this world of Esau is about to receive judgment. And Yahweh Shem Yashah is the one who created it. If you think about it, or it's like if you go deep into it, Esau it's like Esau did not just gain power and become this man he is today on his own. Okay, and some people they might come out and say, yeah, this is the greatest fucking man to be alive. This is not, look what he built it within his fucking kingdom. The Heavenly Father is the one who gave him this, man. Let's go to the book of Daniel chapter 4 verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living people, might know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of man. The Most High is the one who ruleth in the kingdom of man, and giveth it to whomsoever He will, and setteth up over it to the basis of man. You see, so the Most High is the one who set these devils up to be in the rulership. All right, so let's come back here. Verse 3, there will be earthquakes. That's normal right now, man. Earthquakes is taking our people. I believe the elder Manatas Abba from GMS, South Carolina, he did a video, with that earthquake that took place over there in Thailand, and now the death of people has gone up to 3,000. That's earthquake, man. Okay, there will be earthquakes, national rebellions. Look what's going on in USA right now. Over there in Washington, D.C. People protesting against Donald Trump right now. International interviews, that's what's happening right now. Unstable leaders. Trump is an unstable leader, man. He put tariffs on so many nations, even his own fucking allies. And look where we are right now with the economy, which, what I'm about to go into, man. Confused rulers. When you see these things happening, you will know that they are what the Most High, Yahweh Hashem have spoken about since the beginning of creation, man. Okay, so let's come here. I was going to read that in the King James Version, but when you go in GMBC, it gives you more details, okay? Let me see. Right, let me get one more precept and I'll come back there. Habakkuk chapter 2, and I'm going to go to verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. The vision, there's a prophecy we're waiting on, and that's going to be the crash of, the economy, That's what's going to crash the prophecy where, this economy is going to crash. And then from there, All right. There will be a new way of receiving payments, paying. A new currency is going to be introduced, I believe. That's a prophecy we're waiting on right now. Is this the beginning of it? We shall see where it go. Where this heads to, man. Because also, you have to realize that all these things that you see happening worldwide, what Trump did, it could be another way of these devils to come and call peace and safety. Also, they could have a new way, new currency. We don't know, but all we can do is just watch. But we know that definitely Yahweh Shem Yahushua is moving time. The time is moving fast, man. So, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. Hey, the collapse of the economy, shit. Right now, man, the way it's going, it's not looking too great. And no lie, though it tarry, wherefore, because it will surely come into no tarry, man. So just going separate, Slaki. What's the word I was about to use? You know what? Let me forget that big word. Let me just keep it simple. Just keep it simple before I choke on that. Choking these big words, man. Trying to sound smart. Anyway, let's go. So let's go here and play this video right here, Lord willing. Okay, beautiful. It's still there. So check this out. The brother sent this to me. Martha's a buff.
A wipeout on the ASX where $160 billion has been lost in 10 minutes, with markets worldwide also on the slide.
This is unfortunately about as bad as it gets. The US is in complete meltdown, losing over 10% in the last just 2 days of trade, and our market simply unable to support the weight of this global collapse. And as we look at it this morning, the ASX losing as much as 6.3%.
And I believe I remember the elders, Elder Rakaya Kwam, Elder Ariella from, Rakaya Kwam from GMS UK or London, and then Elder Ariella from GMS Dallas. They usually do agree with them. And I remember one time, how they had said that, the way to collapse, the economy is, I don't know if they said the weakening of USA dollars, or I forget what they had said, but to me right now, it seems like this is where Esau might be, the top bankers might be heading to, but it's not even them really, because Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is the one in control at all time. He's the one who's making them make these moves, to fulfill his prophecies, man. Proverbs chapter 21 verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the king's heart is in the hand of the living. The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, right? The kings of this earth, all right? They're in the hands of Yahweh Yahushua because they be in control, okay? As the rivers of water, he turneth whatsoever he will. Everything they're doing right now is what Yahweh Hashem Yahushua wants them to do. It says every way of man is right in his own eyes, but the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua pondereth their hearts, man, okay? So basically every motive these devils got is coming from the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, man. Okay? To fulfill his will. Let me play on.
Say in the first few minutes of the morning, that is about $160 billion wiped out in the blink of an eye. It's clawed back a little bit of that ground, but really just a little bit. I mean, BHP, Commonwealth Bank shares, they've dived 8%, 6% respectively. Qantas down 6% as well. Telstra, one of the oddly outperforming stocks, down less than 1%. As for the reason for all this, well, panic, basically. Donald Trump's latest round of tariffs have gone further than expected and were built on information that didn't really make a whole lot of sense. So this is the economic effects of really a set of wars, but without the wars. This is now the most expensive 2-day sell-off we've ever seen. In percentage terms, it's the 11th biggest ever, sitting between the GFC and the COVID crash. So it's just, it's kind of mind-boggling at the moment to see how significant these falls are for something that didn't really need to happen, Kate.
And there you have it, man. Let me give a quick preset. We've been bringing out this precept. Revelation chapter 17 and verse 17. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hear the whole, shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. And this is eventually what's going to happen to America, man. Americans ally, America's allies are gonna turn around and have that hatred towards America because what Donald Trump is doing right now, man. You know, that's a prophecy as well. It's like that's a prophecy that is gonna be fulfilled. Okay, and this might be the big. It's like this might be the beginning of it. Obadiah 1:7, all the men of that confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were peace with thee have deceived thee. Okay, America's allies, best friends or friends, whatever you want to call it. You know, they're gonna be like, man, we don't want to mess with you. We don't want to do deals with you. Look what you're doing to us. Okay, you stabbing us in the back, man. You know, we're supposed to be tight, but now it's like, nah, it ain't like that no more. And prevail against thee, and did not eat our bread, have laid a wound under thee. You know, nations that were trading with America, like China, Japan, South Korea, Vietnam, or some other, China too. Because, hey, I don't give a fuck what you think, you idiots out there, or America and China, they enemies. Well, everything that you see in America comes from where? China. And, you know, they still, got, deals going, trades, all that shit going, man. Okay? And when, I could be wrong on this, but if China stops trade with America, stops, doing what they do, what they've been doing with America, America will crumble, will crumble within. Shit will get expensive over there. The country will be fucked. It might happen. I don't know, but I don't know is the book of Revelation chapter 6 is going to take place. And the reason we say I don't know, you just never know. Okay, but we know for sure Revelation chapter 6. Let me finish it and I'll go get it. It says, and prevail against thee, did thou eat thy bread, have laid a wound under thee, and there's none understanding in him. Understanding in him right now. Trump is just doing whatever he wants to do. Like people, even these regular, it's like these idiots from these different countries, such British, Australia, you name it, they're all looking or talking about Trump. Like, what the fuck is he doing? This is unnecessary. Like, it's messing up. It's messing their economy. It's messing Australian economy. It's just messing up the whole world economy up. They don't get why he did it. But hey, at the end of the day, prophecy gotta be fulfilled, man. We understand what time we're living in, okay? Let me go from there. Revelation 6, like I said, if China stops sending importing things to America, America's gonna suffer. Okay, like Mexico, all those nations surrounded America. If they stop saying that shit to America, America's gonna suffer within, man. Revelation 6, you be having dumbass niggas. Yeah, Trump is doing great because now with the business within America, they're gonna come up. Nah, yeah, they're gonna cut me, but the price they're gonna charge you is not gonna be the same price that you were getting charged with the imports things come from China, Mexico, Vietnam, Japan. Look, I'm gonna give you an example, right? I could be wrong, Akim, but you brothers that are expert in economy, right? One thing that I've noticed, even over here in Australia, the most reliable and cheapest car come from where? Asia, Japan. Okay, Japan, South Korea, China. Those are the most reliable cars and most affordable cars over here in Australia. All right, They used to have their own cars. The Ford and the Holden, Commodore, those were Australian made cars. Those out. Those got they're done. They don't make those here no more. Okay? Ford was taken over. Commodore, I don't know what the fuck happened to them. They don't make the cars no more. So every car that is being driven in Australia, okay, it's a foreign cars. All right? It's a foreign cars, and the most cars you're gonna see on the road are what? Cars from Asia. All right? Cheap and reliable. And then you got your Ford, which I believe they might be still American, I think American /Europe brand. I'm not too sure. I gotta look more into that. They still make cars of here, like SUV, you know, and that's about it, really. Okay, but the Australia made cars, they don't make them no more, man. So I believe in America, the most affordable cars over there be cars from Asia too. You see, European cars are fucking expensive, man. You see, so let's come in Revelation chapter 6 and verse verse 6. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see, thou had not the oil or the wine. And in pieces I heard something like a voice in the midst of the 4 living creatures saying, a quart of wheat for denarius, a day's wages. So eventually shit's gonna be terrible out here, man. Okay, you want to buy bread or whatever you're trying to get, if it's what's the word, man? What's the word they were using during the C19? Importing food. There's a word it's a use. Regular food you need. Okay. Essential food. It's like, yeah, that's essential. It's gonna cost you a day's wage. You do 8 hours. All right. Those 8 hours you work a day. That that money you make within a day is gonna go to one thing. Okay. It says in 3/4 of barley for a denarius, and do not damage the oil or the wine, which is going into the truth. All right. Eventually, that's what's gonna happen, man. You see, the truth is going to be available to the elect, which is going to keep them going, pursuant to the book of Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. All right, the ones who got the truth within them, the Yahweh is going to take care of them. They're not going to be panicking. And plus, hey, I believe the elect of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, somehow they're going to be prepared because they're seeing and watching. See, that's why the scripture says, the day of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai is going to come upon you suddenly, man, when you're not ready. Let me get one of my favorite priests in the book of Sirach. Sirach chapter 5 and verse 7. Make no tarrying to tend to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and thy spirit thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. A lot of people going to lose when this economy really goes down, man. Miserably, and they're going to winding up doing what? Registering for the new ways of living. You see? But this is what is bringing forth, man. Okay? So let's go from there. Go to the book of Sirach. Sirach chapter 12, verse 1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth. When you're young, when you still got this knowledge around, while the evil days come not, right? Nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. In the AMP, remember thoughtfully also your creator in the days of your youth, for you are not your own, but his. Before evil days come or the years draw near, when you say of physical pleasures, I have no enjoyment and delight in them. Verse 2. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the cloud return after the rain, while everything is all right, doing okay, you're supposed to remember Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, because you see, one thing Jake do, when things are going well, Jake don't give a damn about what's, Yahweh Yahushua. They don't care. They think they got it. They think everything is about what they got going, but it's not like that, man. In the days when the keepers of the house shall tremble, which is what we're seeing right now, with this economy going down and the tariff, Trump, this tariff that Trump put on nations, it's causing that, man. And the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few. Okay, no more work. This, companies going down, And those that look out of the windows be darkened. And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. There's no more work. It's just chaos out there, man. And all the daughters of music shall be brought low. There you have it, man. This is what we are. We're about to witness real soon. It's a prophecy that we're gonna have to see. Okay. It's gonna happen, man. Believe it or not. Okay? Yeah, they might, this shit, you know, this whole thing, it might get fixed 2 days later, and then everybody's like, it's done, it's good. Back to normal again, start, you know, niggas get comfortable. Yeah, right, man. Okay. We understand, man. We know how, you know, how Bashan is operating right now, man. 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 21. Behold, victory shall be so good, cheap upon the earth. Right now, shit might be a little bit expensive. Okay, or shit might be good right now compared to what's gonna happen within the future anyway. Okay, that they should think themselves to be in good case, because right now, yeah, you can still afford bread, water, milk, fuel in your car to go, you know, drive a few places to make your money. You know, you see, rent, you afford rent. Okay, electricity bills. You know, you can still afford clothes, a couple of shoes, pairs. You know, go out and have a couple of drinks. That's still affordable. So people think everything is cool. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. Even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion, man. You wait. That's what's gonna raise up soon. Okay? So with that, man, you know, hopefully this was edified. But before I go, I'm gonna read one more precept here. Second Timothy 3:1. This is know also that in the last days perilous times shall come, and then in AMP. But understand this, that in the last days dangerous times of great stress and trouble will come. Difficult days that will be hard to bear, man. Yeah, we steady coming into those days, man. Okay, so with that, man, hopefully this was edified. Shalom.